Welcome friends, thank FIFA, it's Friday. I'm giving you a personal invitation to come on in to the One Play Sports eSports Spectrum for our continuing coverage live here from the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. The man to my right, the notorious one, the godfather of gaming, the man that put the E into eSports. There is a FIFA god, Nitin be thy name. Nitin Nambier. Do you like that tonight, buddy?
Yeah, but not sure about FIFA God. I'm decent at FIFA. There are lots of better players than me, but...
You're not supposed to say that. The people
I'm still the godfather of gaming.
The godfather of gaming. Nice to see. Looking forward to tonight's clash. Thailand against Brunei.
Yeah, definitely. Group A is the group of death, and all teams are tied on 3 points, so it'll be interesting to see how today pans out.
Lovely stuff. Nitin to give me all the expert analysis and guide you at home, particularly if you're new to FIFA and the pro club environment. Pro club environment means the players you see on the pitch tonight will be controlled by 11 different individuals, all dotted around their respective countries. And if you were with us earlier, you'd have heard the brilliant Tos Ratana interview Lucky Boy, the goalkeeper for Thailand. Will Lucky Boy be lucky? And will he be busy tonight? We'll find out very shortly. If you are joining us for the first time, let me tell you what this is all about. This is the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. $2,500 in the prize pool. I've actually sacrificed my wages this month to put up the prize fund for that. Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, Brunei and the Philippines. Nitin can't believe I got paid that much money. Starting as it did on May the 6th, and we're with you every... What days are we with them, Nitin, for this one?
Every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday.
At what time?
11 p.m. Singapore time.
And what in the context of global timing, though, what time is 11 p.m. Singapore time?
It's a GMT plus 8.
Correct. And all the games have got one thing in common. They all are...
live and exclusive on the best place to catch esports content during this COVID period, the One Play Sports Facebook and YouTube page.
My man, he's getting confident now. He's adding his own verbiage in. I like it, I like it.
Getting good, bro.
Thank you very much. I think you are. I like to think I've had a small influence on that.
Definitely, definitely. I couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you, just saying that. Now, he had his fingers crossed.
You
got your fingers crossed. Let's give you the story so far of this incredible tournament, because tonight we focus on Group A, and Group A has been tricky to say the least. Look at that. In the first round of games, all the teams picked up one win apiece, and that result that really stands out there, Nitin, Brunei with a 2-1 win away at Vietnam.
Yep, what we learned that day is Brunei are very quick learners. After that 2-0 defeat in that first leg, they managed to recover, get some tactical adjustments done and get the victory. So a fantastic start for Brunei.
They're the results so far in Group A. The results so far in Group B, well, not as evenly contested as you can see. Myanmar may be a little bit unlucky to come away with nothing from their clashes with Indonesia on Wednesday, but there was no doubt in the superiority of Singapore against the Philippines. They lead Group B on goal difference. But tonight, as I said, we focus on Group A. Let's check in with those league tables. You can see tonight, well, of course, Brunei, if they win a game and draw one, whoever comes out with the most points tonight is going to go top, albeit maybe temporarily, ahead of a blockbuster on Sunday when Vietnam take on Malaysia.
Yep, every game in this group is going to be a blockbuster. We've got 4 teams of pretty similar quality, and it's been a very exciting start here in Group A.
And in Group B, we'll just check in with Group B just to tell you what's happening. There you see the golden image of Singapore after that 8-0 and 3-1 win. A pair of wins against the Philippines puts them atop, and they'll be looking forward to their clash against Indonesia that is on the way and may well determine who finishes top of that group. Let's run you through the fixture schedule. Get the pens and paper out. Dates for the diary. Tonight is Thailand-Brunei. Huge game on Sunday. Biggest one so far, Malaysia against Vietnam. The Philippines and Myanmar. That may well be a case of who's going to avoid finishing bottom of Group B. And the big one is on the 27th. Please note there is no FIFA Pro Club action on the network next Friday, Saturday and Sunday out of respect for our Muslim brothers who are celebrating Hari Raya in these very trying COVID-19 circumstances. The group stage continues with Thailand against Vietnam. Some huge matches here, Nitin, some huge games. Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia, Philippines and Singapore and Myanmar wrap things up. That's the great thing, modifying this tournament to really mirror what's happening in the AFF Suzuki Cup, which is going to take place, of course, for real at the end of the year. Gives you so many great battles and so many big rivalries revisited on the virtual football field.
Yep, and it also opens up doors for countries that maybe have just started their esports journey. We know for a fact that countries like Myanmar, Brunei, they have just started their pro club journeys, and it's fantastic to see them participate in this high-level tournament.
Now, I'm about to tell you how you can be involved in this action. I'm about to go to my back pocket and pick up my phone, and if there's not a whole load of national flags on the comment section, I'm going to be very disappointed. Nitin, tell them what they've got to do.
please like, share, follow and comment on the One Play Sports Facebook page. We're bringing you some of the best esports content that Southeast Asia has to offer. So please do us a favor and like, share, follow and comment.
We are connecting communities and creating heroes here at One Play Sports, and you can be part of the fun and games. If you've got any advanced shout-outs, anyone's birthday you mentioned on the show, email us, studio@oneplaysports.com. And it's not just, of course, about the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. We've also got ongoing, we're at the round of 16 stage, in the One Play Pro Club Challenge. That's club teams from around Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore and Malaysia. And next up is a real interesting one. The Shapeshifters, so shady in the way they got through to the next stage with their win against the... who did they beat? Old Man United, was it? Might have been.
No, I don't think it was Old Man United.
It was X-Force, wasn't it?
Yep.
X-Force United of Malaysia, and they'll take on Y Rai Esports. Both teams had 3-0 wins in the round of 32, so something's got to give tomorrow night live on the network, 11 p.m. Singapore time, GMT +8. Right, let's check in with you on the Facebook comments page here. Come on, I want to see the national flags. Show me a national flag in the comment section. Tell us who you're supporting tonight. As usual, the Nitin Nambiar fan club is out in force. Yusman Yusuf says, come on, Nitin Nambiar, make us proud. We've got Prao Indratak saying FC Nachinon 45. I don't think Nachinon's in the team tonight. We'll get to that in a minute. Nag SC says, can Nitin do his dance? Have you got a dance you can do for them?
Man, no.
Do your dance.
I promised myself no more dancing on screen.
Your public demands it.
I got lots of hilarious reactions to that, so no thank you.
Mular, I think, with a touch of sarcasm, saying, Nitin's T-shirt is interesting. Why is he such a fashionista? That's one word to describe it. The Ultras Esports boys are with us. Pao Indradat says, the Nachinon is coming. Don't worry about that. We've got Intrek Side saying hello. What do we do when someone says hello to us?
Hi.
Say hello back. Very good work, Nitin. We've got Nag from Southeast Asia. What flag is that? He's got the Singapore flag out. Mular's got the Singapore flag as well. Suari's got the flag of Brunei. Big shout out to Lorenzo Marola from Italy.
Hey, the Italian stallions.
My only Italian I know is from The Sopranos, though. And our dear friend Duncan Elias is with us, as is Izar, watching in Brunei.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Now, as always, making you part of the show, it's what it's all about. We're not all top-class gamers that can represent our country, but what we can all do, we can all have a sing, can't we? And what better way to open the vocal cords and put some team spirit in you than belting out your own national anthem? And to that end, Nitin, your country needs
you.
If you're living in one of the 8 countries featured in the One Play Sports C Nations Cup, film yourself or your family, can be just your kids, whatever you want to do. Get together, make a bit of fun out of it. Film it on your phone in landscape with the anthem playing in the background on YouTube, and send it to studio@oneplaysports.com, or you can WhatsApp it to us at +65 9721 7756. But the time now is almost around about 11:07, so I think we should get stuck into tonight's matchup, Nitin. Don't you? I love your sign language, by the way. It's
Thanks,
brilliant.
man.
Anyone watching hard of hearing can follow this.
Yes.
Because you are like, you could be a professional. So, when Donald Trump does his speeches and there's got a sign language person next to him, that could be you.
Have you seen the videos in the States? There have been some people who faked it. They've acted like they've known sign language, and
yeah, but that's essentially what you're doing now, by the way.
I'm not saying I know sign language, but I hope if anyone's watching who needs some help, just giving you a little bit of cues here and there.
I like it. Tonight's matchup, Group A. Who's going to come out on top as Thailand take on Brunei? Rajamangala for the first game. Then we go to the Hassan Al Bolkiah for the second one, which we estimate to start around about 11:30 p.m. Now, me and Nitin had a debate before the show because we were speaking and going through the teams with our dear friend Yusuf from Virtual Pro Gaming. And the team news will interest you in a minute. First off, we know Brunei are playing 5 at the back. We won't put the teams up just yet because I want to have a quick chat with Nitin, very quick, about the fact they're putting 5 at the back. They're playing with bots. Now, explain to people at home that aren't familiar with Pro Club why they're going with bots at the back tonight in the first game in Thailand.
Because they are the away team, and usually the away team gets pretty poor connection on Pro Clubs. So that's why they've gone with a bot formation. I think their plan is to keep it tight at the back and to hit Thailand on the second game.
I mean, again, just to illustrate to people not familiar with Pro Club, that's not actually our fault. We're just dealing with the EA server, and clearly at this terrible COVID time, internet traffic is very high wherever you are in the world, and wherever you are in the world, we all hope you're staying safe. Right, team use time. Nitin, talk us through it, because the Thais in particular have got class all the way through, and who wasn't impressed by Brunei's main striker, Fifth, with his brace that got the win in Vietnam last time out?
Yeah, we'll start with formations. The Thais are playing a 4-5-1 today, which is a bit of a change from their previous round. They played a 4-3-3 previously. Again, the Thai team filled with lots of players from Cat Nino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 5 players from Cat Nino. And if you're wondering who to look out for, look no further than Wu Yang Ping.
Wu Yang Ping.
Wu Yang Ping. I'm just going to keep it short. Yeah,
5 goals in the Pro Club Challenge already for Wu Yang Ping.
5 goals in the Pro Cup Challenge and 1 in the C Nations Cup as well. So this guy knows where the back of the net is, and he's going to be a huge threat for the back 5 of Brunei in this first game. With regards to Brunei, they are playing a 5-3-2. So it's a huge shift from a 4-3-3 that they played in the previous round, looking to stabilize defensively, which I think is a fantastic idea. Their player to watch out for is Fifth. He's got 2 goals in the C Nations Cup, and he's looked like a real player so far, Patrick.
He certainly has. They are the starting lineups. Note those 4 bots in the first game for Brunei. They have got players, though, standing by to come on when they take on Thailand at home. I've got the feeling tonight's going to be a bit tighter than we think it is. Back to the Facebook comments. Akis Wazal says, go, wary. Lorenzo Morello, our dear friend in Italy, says ciao to us. Nice to see you, Lorenzo. Jaime is with us from Brunei, as is Aimi, cheering on Brunei. Isco Zanetti from Singapore. Hafiz, Fuzzy Brew, giving the Fuzzy Brew man a shout out. Lots of Fuzzy Brew fans on here. Suwari says he's a Brunei legend. Raj is tuning in from Malaysia. We've got Heng Chotradat with us from Thailand as well. Hafiz, Isco, great to see so many of you getting involved on the Facebook comment section. And Saeed echoes your sentiments. He says Fifth is the power striker. Now, enough of me and Nitin prattling on. We all know that you want to see action on the FIFA pitch. We're about to cross live to the Raja Mangala in Thailand for the first game tonight between Thailand and Brunei. But first, we cross live to Thailand, and this is an interesting one tonight, folks, because we usually ask the teams, or we ask you to provide the anthems. One of the team members of Thailand has found this incredible video. Now, you know what they call the white man when he goes to Thailand? What do they call them?
Ang Mo in Singapore.
That's Singapore,
Yeah,
not
sorry.
in Thailand. In Thailand,
no
it's
idea.
Farang.
Farang, okay.
Farang is
yeah.
the Ang Mo version in Thailand.
Oh,
And we found this guy who sings the Thai national anthem perfectly. We don't know who he is. So if you watch this and know who this chap is, please let us know what his name is. But for now, we cross live to Bangkok for the Thai national anthem. It's Pleng Chat Thai, sung by the unknown Farang. Wow, we don't know who he is. We want to find out. That's absolutely sensational stuff. The unknown Farang.
Come on, we know who that is.
Who?
It's you.
That looks nothing like
Or
me.
a very close relative, an uncle or brother or something. That looks exactly like you. Vic, change the lower third to Patrick Kinghorn's
No,
relative.
I want to know who that guy is. Drop us that out in the comment section if you know who the unknown Farang is. Right, let's keep it civil, calm ourselves down, and cross live to Brunei for another brilliant anthem. And just to add a bit of extra whiz and spice to this, it's our first acoustic version, the Tuhan Perihalakan Sultan, sung by Louis Xiang.
Ya Allah lanjut kalau usia ke bawah tuli yang maha mulia adil berdaulat menangi nusa kekal bahagia hidup sentosa negara dan sultan ilahi selamat kan Brunei Darussalam.
Wow, that was wonderful. Louis Xiang there giving us a rendition of the national anthem of Brunei. Great to see someone having the bravery to go for it without the music. Don't forget, if you want to sing your country's national anthem and feature live on the show, check out the One Play Sports Facebook page. You'll find the number, or email your videos to us, filmed in landscape, to studio@oneplaysports.com. Let me just check in before I get your prediction. Tournament Director Yusuf from VPG. Yusuf, how far away are we from kickoff? Searching now, 1 minute. Give to you time for a prediction, Nitin. I think this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't want to be harsh, but I think the Thais are going to recover from that first game. I think they'll be disappointed with taking 3 points against Malaysia. I thought they were the better team overall, and I expect them to get 2 wins today.
Story of this first game is going to be, can the bots contain the legend, the Thai living legend that is Wu Yang Ping?
Yeah, man.
If you're Wu Yang Ping, are you licking your lips? Are you licking your lips, looking forward to taking on those bots tonight?
I am. You know, I'd lick my lips after the first 10 minutes. I'd see how Brunei start the game first. If they look very solid defensively, he'd be in trouble. But other than that, I think he's going to get a few goals
Just
today.
tell me what you look like licking your lips.
No.
What's the very...
KFC. Oh, no.
Oh, no, don't start mentioning brands again. Is this bloke think about anything else? Goodness gracious me. You should be licking your lips at the fantastic One Play Sports C Nations Cup action that is about to unfold. Can Brunei cope with what we expect to be a lag, the presence of some bots in the team, 4 of them, and the fact that Thailand, as Nitin quite rightly said, will be looking to bounce back after, by their standards, a disappointing second game against Malaysia. Yusuf, how far away are we from finding out? 30 seconds. We'll be crossing live to the Raja Mangala in just a couple of moments' time. A reminder, more great action coming your way on Sunday. What a game that promises to be. Malaysia against Vietnam in the group of death. And I think if either of those teams manages to lose both games, I think they're out.
Yeah, pretty much. It's so tight in Group A that if it doesn't continue to be tight, it's going to be 2 teams leading the race. And I expect Malaysia and Thailand to go through, but they've got to get through this week first.
I think we're going to see a bit of big-time magic here. Who out there? Hands up at home if you want to see the game magically appear in our fantastic One Play Sports eSports spectrum. I'm waiting for the cue from my brilliant director, Samuel, and I will say the magic word. You don't get FIFA this big anywhere else. Abracadabra. Show me some pro club FIFA. Here we go, here you go, live to the Raja Mangala for Thailand against Brunei, our first of 2 games tonight in Group A in the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. Let's go full screen, guys. Here we go then, Nitin Nambiar alongside myself on commentary here as we cross live to the Raja Mangala. Hopefully the connection behaves itself. We're on the final loading page. Keep the comments coming in the Facebook section. Oh, prediction here from Suwari. He says Wu Yang Ping is going to get a red card. That's a bit harsh. Might be a level up. Your friend Mullah says, what a champ the unknown Farang is. Couldn't agree with you more, Mullah, as we get set to go pitch side.
Doesn't he look like Patrick Mullah? Tell the truth. Just rewind the video clip later.
I'm not so sure you're right about that. Let's go pitch side then. Packed house, as you'd expect, at Leicester City's ground, which is doubling up for us tonight as the Raja Mangala. Thailand in the familiar blue, playing from left to right. Brunei in the red, playing from right to left. And how long will it be before Wu Yang Ping threatens the goal? Interesting point we must also mention, the manager of Thailand tonight is not playing in this first game. They've got a 15-year-old youngster managing them in Apollo, because Login 2KTH has stepped aside to concentrate on playing duties tonight, and he's on the ball now.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a chance
Towards
here.
Wu Yang Ping! The man that can't stop scoring. Wu Yang Ping, and Thailand lead with the quickest game we've seen in 2020 in FIFA Pro Club and One Play Sports.
That's exactly what I told you earlier about. Let's see how the game goes in the first 10 minutes. And Thailand have ripped apart Brunei in here in the first 3 minutes. And Wu Yang Ping again showing his class. A fantastic curled effort into the corner. Believe it was with the outside of the foot. So this guy, he's something special. Yeah, Nitin called it. I was hoping for a slightly closer encounter, but the Bruneians now have a mountain to climb after that slow start. But here's fifth. This is promising. Chance themselves. What a save from the lucky boy. Look for all the world that Rid was going to level it up, but the lucky boy stood up well, Nitin. Yeah, super unlucky from Rid. Actually, not super unlucky. He really should have placed that finish better. But it's a promising signs for Brunei getting in behind the Thai defense so early. And what we have so far has been a very open and exciting game. Nanchadon does play. There was some debate whether he'd take to the field in this first game, but Nanchadon is there. He's got his fan club on the One Play Sports comments page. Here's the Warns. Zar having to do some last-ditch defending, and it is out, I think, for a goal kick. That's right. This is the worst possible start for Brunei, having 4 bots in the side. I think the plan was to keep it tight at the back, and game plan out the window after 3 virtual minutes. Game plan out the window, so they've got to get a goal here. and try not to lose.
Nuke Ho-Ho. What about that for a Hollywood pass? Side to side, here's De Warnes. They're looking lively, the Thais. They're furious that they dropped those points against Malaysia. Good tackling from Wazza. Brunei, though, give them credit. They haven't let their heads drop, and they're switched on here. They're trying to now get something going themselves through Wazza on that left-hand side, Knitted.
Yeah, they've got players up front who can create the difference. They got Fifth, they got Reed, and I like Root as well. Root is a very tidy player playing at Cam, and those three guys, if they manage to click together, they should be able to create a few chances for Brunei.
Here's De Warnes looking for options, finds one in Login. And Zah, good job at right back for Brunei. Here comes Nanchan on though. Thai it's really now starting to turn the screw. De Warnes, they'll be looking for Wu Yang Ping! Side netting this time, but he was nearly in again.
Yeah, made a fantastic run diagonally across the defense and was found perfectly, but just couldn't find the back of the net there.
Third, Pomper says Wu Yang Ping is the best. Couldn't disagree with you. Of course, it's a Golden Boot competition in this tournament, the C Nations Cup. We've got a player of the tournament competition going in the Pro Club Challenge. Who'd bet against him winning both awards if he carries on like this?
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against him. He's shown so far that he's scored in every game or every tie that we've done, and that's something that's really hard to do.
Yeah, the only 90 minutes he missed out on was the second game
leg,
against Malaysia when they were held scoreless. But they were furious with that game. Fief, Wazza. Fief needs to get in the box. Fief was the man that got the 2 goals, including that injury time penalty. What drama we had in the last time we saw Group A in action when Brunei got that injury time penalty and Fief converted it to give them the 2-1 win against Vietnam.
Yeah, they really grafted in that game, and was fantastic to see them get a win and kick off their campaign in style.
Well, despite that disastrous start, Brunei have kept Thailand to just 1 goal, but it might be a case of double bubble now. Out to the edge of the area. Login!
Oh, good save.
Decent save. Zikes gets down well, and it's out for a corner.
Yeah, that was a really good save down to his right. Knew exactly what Login wanted to do and managed to
Oh,
save
that's
it.
a great header. And they got bodies in the way. I thought for a minute there might be a question of handball, but that was a great header to try and lay it back. The shot came in and was blocked well by Brunei.
Yeah, 25 minutes in, the Thais have created several clear-cut chances, and it's looking not too good for Brunei at the moment.
Ominous is the word you're looking for.
Ominous, yes, exactly.
Tauderi. Here is Nanchan. Nanchan down that left-hand side they come. They're looking really strong with Nook Ho-Ho. Nook Ho-Ho up from full-back. Really well-placed pass to the Warnes into the middle. Great save, Sikos.
Oh, good defending.
But I thought the follow-up was going to be put away. It's all hands to the pump defensively for Brunei at the moment, Knitted.
Yeah, definitely. And with 4 bots in the side, it's going to make it even harder for them to handle this
De
pressure.
Warnes, look at the space Nook Ho-Ho's got. Closed down well in the end by Zah. Good defending by the right back who's had a good start to this game.
Yeah, I'd love to see fullbacks bombing forward, and that's exactly what we have in the Thais left back, Nook Ho-Ho. He's been driving forward at every given opportunity, and he looks like a real threat for his side. Andy Robertson on the left.
14 minutes, virtual time to go in this first half at the Raja Mangala. Thailand leading, courtesy of that 3rd minute Wu Yang Ping goal, the quickest goal we've seen in any Pro Club game, I think, so far this season. Oh, Fief, edge of the area. Fief looks for support, finds it, but Nuke Ho-Ho delivers only as far as Wazza, who's giving it straight to the Warnes. And here come the Thais again, and Brunei could be caught short at the back if not for that brilliant defending by the left back bot.
Yeah, that was a good interception, but again, Brunei really need to start keeping the ball more, and Root gives it away just as I say that, but they've really got to start holding the ball more and trying to stop the Thais from having so much dominance.
Log in. 2K, TH, the manager who relinquished his post to the 15-year-old Apollo after that defeat against Malaysia. I think maybe without the pressures of managing, he's concentrating on his game now. And you've mentioned that before. It may sound silly, but if you're managing the team, you can't really focus entirely on your own game, can you?
Yeah, but it's hard, and you have added pressure when you're managing the team. So I think Login is playing now with a lot of freedom, and it's great to see a 15-year-old in charge because just like the Thai national team, the Thai FIFA team believes in supporting their youth.
Tell you what, that bot's done well there. Have you ever tried managing? Have you got the temperament to be a manager?
No, I don't. I get too angry. As I've said several times, I've broken about 7-8 controllers in my time, so I'm not someone to manage.
They're coming back into this, Brunei, in the closing stages of the first half, and that's a sensational pass. Finds Zah. Zah with a cross. Oh, keeper very nearly caught out. Lucky Boy did well to track back and tip it over for a corner. Surely they can't equalise right on half-time, having been dominated from the first minute to the 42nd. Cross comes in. Lucky Boy. Not entirely convincing, but he finds Tauderi, who gets it away, and Thailand now got numbers herring up. They could be caught short, Brunei. Nachanon will try and find Wu Yang Ping. Ball comes in, and that was well played in the end by Rao.
Yeah, good defending by the Bruneians there.
They've got to survive this. You fancy Brunei?
Aye,
Dewarns! Dewarns! Blocked on the
Yang Ping,
line!
oh my God.
And the second phase, how's he missed? Right on half-time.
No, you wouldn't expect Wu Yang Ping to miss chances like that, but that only proves that he's human, and he'd be disappointed not to double his side's lead just before the break.
Goal kick taken by Brunei, who just after they threatened to score themselves, now are hanging on for dear life to go into half-time, only one down. They're going to get one more chance, Thailand. Nachadon, ball
what a
to
ball.
Wow Yang Ping! Wu Yang Ping, 2 in the first half. The Thais have surely got the 3 points in the bag now. It's Thailand 2, Brunei 0, and there's no stopping Wu Yang Ping.
Yeah, 4 chances and 2 goals. A brilliant setup by Nachadon, who did well on the left side. Dragged it back for Wu Yang Ping with the first time finish. Full of power, no chance for the keeper, Zikoi.
Well, that was exactly what Brunei didn't want to happen just before half-time. To their credit, they were fighting hard. They came into it, created a couple of half opportunities themselves, and there's enough evidence to suggest they might be a different force when they have a full complement of 11 in the game that's going to be played in Brunei's Hassan El Bolkiah at around about 10 minutes' time. But for now, Nitin, they are clearly second best as those stats dominate. I think that's the most one-sided set of stats we've seen this season.
Yep, you can't fully blame the Brunei side. They've decided to go with the bots to avoid severe lag issues. So
how's that worked out for them?
It's not worked out well. They perhaps should have gone with 11. The lag might actually have helped them, but that's for the manager to decide. Again, a very fantastic half from the Thais. They've been dominant. I love the cross-field balls they're playing. They like to switch the play, and it's fantastic to see.
We've seen some great displays, haven't we? Trader Kid in goal for Vietnam is one. We've got the Rivox management yesterday that saw the Amigos through. But in terms of an out-and-out player, and goals is what it's all about in football, have you seen a better player in the pro club action we've had this season than Wu Yang Ping?
I have seen a few better players, but I haven't seen a better finisher. I think in terms of once you're in the box, Wu Yang Ping just comes alive, and he's almost unstoppable.
I shall quiz you on that. I think tomorrow on Pro Club who your favourite players of this season have been so far, both at club and international level. So do your homework when you come in tomorrow.
I already know who they are.
Dewarns, he says, moving swiftly on. Log in 2KTH out to this left-hand side. They're starting the second half like they started the first, but Zah, who's had a very strong game for Brunei, manages to clear. Now, can't help but think in the back of their mind, Brunei are going to try and concentrate on not getting their goal difference battered in this second half, Nitin.
Yep, I think Philippines has set the example for that. You don't want to be at the end of those score lines, and not only does it look bad on the table, it does horrible things for your team's confidence.
That was 5-0 at half-time, wasn't it, Singapore and
Yep.
the Philippines? It was the first half that did the damage for them there. The Philippines actually improved in the second game and even got on the score sheet. Here's Nanchanon. Nanchanon, who wasn't in the original starting lineup, but he's playing very well indeed. Dewarns, Thailand, looking like they're on that revenge mission after that disaster in the second game against Malaysia. They're onside here. Nanchanon! How on earth did that miss? Was there a save? I think there was. Good work, Zikos.
Yeah, that was a really good save. Again, fantastic play from Nachadon and Nok Ho Ho on the left. They have got a fantastic understanding, and it's a joy to watch a fullback bomb forward like Nok Ho does.
Third Pomper says he's in the Dewarns fan club. And Dewarns, he does do a lot of good work, doesn't he? Wu Yang Ping gets the headlines, but Dewarns is a real focus in that middle of the park.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a quiet, creative. He plays wonderful.
Chance! Header straight at Lucky Boy.
Yeah, he plays wonderful passes. He brings a good balance to the team's midfield, and he lets the other players take the limelight.
That's the other problem, isn't it? That chance fell to a bot. If there's a player controlling that, do you direct the header either side of the keeper rather than straight at him, or is that easier said than done?
It's easier said than done. I think the bot there he got a decent effort off, and a player might have done better, but it's hard to say.
Nook Ho Ho squares the ball to log in 2KTH. Nook Ho Ho again. Nook Ho Ho looks for the crossfield fancy pants blast, and it all goes badly wrong. And to their credit, Brunei are battling here. They've kept the Thais out through the first 15 minutes of the second half, and they're coming forward themselves with some promise here. Waza, cut ball inside. Oh, that was strong defending from, is that Ninja there? Nunu.
Great defending from Nunu. Showed great pace and strength to stop the attacker there, and got the clearance away.
Nunu of the Tasmanian Devils.
The right side.
Now they come down the right. Here's Kong Fluke. Oh, that's a nice pass. Who else but Wu Yang? Not this time, the ping. But Wu Yang Ping still gets back to Kong Fluke.
Oh, what a goal.
Nothing fluky about that. Kong Fluke makes it 3. The 3 points are staying in Thailand here, and Brunei will have to regroup, get real players in for the bots, and try and make a better fist of it in the second game. Thailand 3. And another assist for Wu Yang Ping.
Yep, Wu Yangping did fantastically there. The fake shot managed to give him some time to get players into the box, and he found his teammate Kung Fluk there perfectly. Kung Fluk showing good composure, took his time with the shot and powered it past the keeper. Great goal and a 3-0 lead that's well deserved.
I'm just getting news through about those changes that will be coming in the second leg. I'm being told that El Mimo will replace Rid, Quish will replace one of the bots, and Odie will replace the other bot. So Brunei confirming they've got players replacing bots.
Yep, I remember El Mimo when in the second game
Yes,
against Malaysia,
he made
a big difference for them. So hopefully he can do the same for his
great
side
memory
today.
that, Nitin, because that was really a difference maker, El Mimo. And of course, I'm assuming it's a getting home from work time issue for him. That's the only reason I can think that he'd be absent from this first game. Tauderi, here's Nunu, and of course now, what did Brunei do? They really just don't want to concede again. They've had a little bit of a go themselves coming forward. They don't want to lose this by 4 or 5. The Warren's trying to find Wu Yangping. That's a little bit too casual for my liking.
Yep, a bit of the fancy stuff coming out, but I don't blame them. They're 3-0 up and they're enjoying their football. So guys, go ahead and do your fancy tricks.
Do your thang, as they say.
Is it called fangs?
Thang. Do your thang.
Fangs.
Fifth. Quiet in his second half so far, but that's a good ball. They're onside. Here's Zar.
Oh, good play.
Zar, lovely work from the fullback Zar. He really is a talent. Raul, Fuzzy Brew, and Tauderi gets it clear, but Fifth's in! Fifth's in, deflected, and Lucky Boy did well to react to the deflection, Nitin.
Yep, I think he got a bit lucky there. I think if Fifth had managed to get his shot off, he would have been in serious trouble, but good defending from Nunu to block the shot there.
Oh, they're in again. It's Wu Yangping. An option in the middle. Does Wu Yangping need him? Oh, they shout for a penalty, nothing doing. Fuzzy Brew with a strong piece of tackling, and that certainly let Wu Yangping know where Fuzzy Brew was and what he was all about.
Yeah, that would definitely have given Fuzzy Brew lots of confidence to go into the second game, considering he'd be coming up against Wu Yangping again.
And it's given away. Here's Rid.
They've got a goal.
Fifth.
No!
He's headed it wide, but it was easier to score.
He'd be so disappointed in that. That's a glaring miss and a really bad header.
The other interesting thing about Wu Yangping, the worst game of football I've seen him have in the tournament was that second game against Malaysia. He was anonymous in that one for some reason.
Yeah, the whole Thai team didn't perform. They couldn't get to grips with the Malaysian side, and they paid with that with a defeat.
And that, of course, is an away game.
Oh!
Yes, now they must score. No, and a bot this time misses.
Oh my God, Brunei have been so unlucky. They deserve a goal here. They don't deserve the win or a draw, but they definitely deserve a goal for the chances they've created.
Well, Thailand might have put their cue in the rack here. Is that wise, bearing in mind goal difference might still play a factor? They're in again. Brunei, fifth. Hurried out of it, and it's belted away by Login 2KTH as we enter the final 5.5 virtual minutes here at the Rajamangala. You're watching live, One Play Sports, C Nations Cup, Group A, Thailand 3, Brunei 0. As it stands, Thailand are going straight to the top of Group A, but they've still got one game to play tonight. It might be a different story when we cross live to the Hassan Al Bolkiah in around about 5 minutes' time.
I expect it to be different. You know, we saw the Bruneians bounce back in that first game they had against Vietnam. We saw them get the win in the second game, make the adjustments, and I hope they do that today as well. Kakpur
says, what is the score? The score, Kakpur, is 3-0, but might be about to be 3-1 as Nunu covers. Well, they've had some chances. This will really give them some encouragement. As you say, Nitin, ahead of the second matchup, but they could be in bother here.
Yeah,
no,
but how good has Nunu been at the back for the Thais? He's been dominant and he's been winning everything. He's been the Virgil van Dijk for the Thai side here.
Here's Fief, Fuzzy Brew. Great strong presence, Fuzzy Brew. Fief tries the turn, but the bank man is all over him. Bang Mio.
The two Thai central defenders have been very impressive today. They've managed to win more stuff.
Just the 2 minutes of time added on, and it looks like Thailand, well, can they keep the clean sheet? I thought they might have been a shout for handball there, nothing doing. And there'll be a free kick to Thailand, which should take us all the way through to full time here. Thailand, well, they've ridden their luck later on in the second half, but on balance, they clearly deserve the 3 points they've got, and it's Thailand that are going to the top of the table. Well, having said that, might be 4! It's 4!
Oh my
Where
God.
did he find that time? And is it Wu Yangping with a hat-trick? I think it is. Wu Yangping gets his third in injury time, and he scored yet another. One Play Sports hat-trick this season. Wu Yangping now leads the Golden Boot race in the One Play Sports C Nations Cup, and there he is to go and get the match ball. 7 attempts, 3 goals. We gave him the hype before the match, and he's lived up to the billing. Wu Yangping, 99 on the back, and now 4 goals in this year's One Play Sports C Nations Cup. Something special.
Definitely, the guy is he's a goal machine, and if the Thais can keep creating chances for him, he's going to take them very far in this competition.
Let's have a look back at the action knitted and talk us through the excellence and brilliance of Wu Yangping.
You know, I love how he took this on the first touch. He gives the defenders no chance with that. A great little 1-2 with his teammate. He makes the run into the box, gets it perfectly, doesn't waste time taking a touch. A great left foot finish, nice curl on it. No chance for the keeper.
Well, I can't wait for you tomorrow. That's something for people to tune into tomorrow on the One Play Pro Club Challenge show, because I want you to tell me the players you've seen that have looked more impressive than him. He seems to have it all. I know it's difficult sometimes comparing goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders and strikers, but if you were picking a team now, if you were starting a pro club team, of all the players you've seen so far this season, he'd be the first one you went to, wouldn't he?
In terms of striker, yes,
Yeah.
I'd also go with, Derek is good in goal.
Have we lost the highlights, by the way, guys? That's such a shame. Let's go back to those highlights, because we only saw the one goal. Yeah, apologies. You like the Singapore goalkeeper? Were you
Yeah, the
saying?
Singapore goalkeeper, the Vietnam goalkeeper, plenty of, we've seen lots of talent in the One Play Pro Club Challenge and the C Nations Cup, and it's going to be tough to pick the best 11.
Yeah, two goalkeepers didn't play that badly. Zikos made some good saves for Brunei, and Lucky Boy, when he was called upon, did the job for Thailand very well.
Yeah, but him and the two central defenders were great defensively. I liked how the right back and left back bombed forward, giving the side lots of width and a really good balance in attack, lots of options.
That was a great block. The keeper may have
How
been
did Wu Yangping miss this
That
though?
was incredible. Well, he managed to get the hat-trick deep into injury time.
Bang!
And that is the hat-trick goal, is it? That's the one that
No,
went
that's
wide.
the one
That's the
that
one that
went
went
wide,
wide. Yeah, could have easily had 5 or 6, couldn't he? I think it was 7 attempts in total on goal he had.
Yep, this guy makes great runs. He's always, his teammates are looking for those runs, and more often than not, he finishes them off.
This was the killer, wasn't it? Absolute killer, right on half-time. And again, the first touch finish.
Exactly. This guy's a machine. He doesn't give the defenders any chance to react or anything. No first touch. Bang, right into the corner. Keeper's going to have so much trouble. You know, you take it so early, the keeper doesn't have time to set, and that's what Wu Yangping's amazing at.
He's got the Emmanuel Petit hairdo, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he looks a bit like Andy Carroll.
Andy Carroll's not got blonde hair.
Yeah, I mean, not in terms of the colour, but the style, the ponytail.
I shall defer to you on hairstyles, because, of course, I'm very limited.
Oh, my hair isn't great as well. Not as great as Wu Yangping's anyway.
Yeah, Wu Yangping has got the haircut, hasn't he? He talks the talk and he walks the walk, more importantly. This was Kong Fluke, who was the only player other than Wu Yangping who were on the score sheet, and he was given the ball by who else but Wu Yangping, who was really selfless there, wasn't he, to lay that off when he could have tried to take a shot himself.
Yeah, it was good hold-up play, but a great play by Kong Fluke as well. He tricked the keeper. The keeper thought he was going for the far corner.
Yeah.
Took the step to the right, and Kong Fluke blasted it into the other side. Great finish. And
question marks over the keeper's positioning there.
not really. I would have got tricked too, because he really looked like he was about to bend it into the
Well,
far
if you'd have
corner.
got tricked, I'd have had question marks over you as well.
But I'm not a keeper.
I thought you were supposed
And
to.
this was fifth chance.
Oh, should have scored. It was
Really
easy to
should have
score.
got Brunei
I
a
thought
goal.
all the great FIFA players could be versatile.
Yeah, but I haven't played keeper before though. That's
Never?
not a position. I don't want to. It's such a precarious position. You make a mistake and your team loses. I don't need that kind of pressure. Again, I've broken enough controllers.
There was that chance for Fifth. He was very disappointed. The game was already lost by that point, and I think we'll still get a chance, hopefully, to see the hat-trick goal scored by Wu Yangping. That was practically the last kick of the game. A minute after the final whistle, we thought would go. That was the only goal he scored that he took a touch on, and that was the hat-trick complete. 3 minutes, 45 minutes, and 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was a great goal. A good touch away from the defender. Good body strength to hold him off, and again, a fantastic finish. He always finds the corners, doesn't he, Wu Yangping?
Yeah. Already some of the Bruneians on the Facebook comments page talking about the lag. Couple of great comments as well. And we really encourage your feedback. My good friend Ayman Roshizam, who'll be joining us actually. We're going to have a go, by the way, on Sunday of doing some Bahasa commentary to help our friends in Malaysia get more of a handle on what's happening. So a bit of Bahasa we're trying to implement for you on Sunday, and Ayman's going to help us with that. Wu Yangping is really one annoying striker to mark, says Ayman, and I played against him in seasons past. He certainly is. But Choji, I think, makes a great comment, and bearing in mind what happened 24 hours ago, Choji says this game can change very quickly. Last night, we saw the Amigos come back. Now, if you're wondering what that's all about, the Amigos 1-0 down and looking all at sea after the first leg of their game against the VM brothers, came back to win the second leg very impressively indeed. I think it was 4-0 in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, Amigos yesterday with a fantastic turnaround. Full credit to their manager,
Rayovox, yeah.
Fantastic stuff from him.
So there you have the cautionary tale if you're Thailand. And remember what happened to them after comfortably beating Malaysia in match night 1. They went and lost when they had to take on the international Malaysians away from home. Will they get it right this time against Brunei? You'll find out in a couple of minutes. Stay with us right here on One Play Sports, the home of esports and FIFA in Southeast Asia.
Coming up on One Play Classic this week.
Welcome back into the One Play Sports esports spectrum, our humble home where 6 nights a week we bring you the very best of FIFA Pro Club, don't we, Nitin?
Yes, we do. 2 tournaments that have brought out some really interesting ties and fantastic football.
That wasn't one of those coughs where I was trying to tell you something I actually needed to cough, so I don't need to do that. We'll be crossing live to the Hassanal Bolkara in a moment for Brunei against Thailand. What can Brunei do to try and turn this round, Nitin?
We've already seen them have good bounce back ability. They came back in that second game against Vietnam and got the 3 points. So I hope they do that again today. I hope they make these adjustments. I hope the introduction of the 11 players hopefully now will make a big difference and they can cause the Thai some problems. That'd be great to see.
Jep says, in Brunei we trust, the comeback is real. Great to see Frank Lucas watching. Frank Lucas, Ramadan Mubarak to you, sir. Hope you and your family are all doing well this Friday evening. And again, while we wait, how long are we to the game, please, Youssef? 30 seconds. It's just time enough for me to say, don't forget, realise...
You got to sanitize.
Yeah, stay safe wherever you are. Sorry, I didn't get my squirt right because I can't get that close to you. We're practicing safe distancing, remember?
Yeah, you're not very good at squirting, I heard.
Right, that was a cough, trying to tell you to shut up. It wasn't actually a real cough. We'll cross live to the Hassanal Bolkiar in just a minute. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching around the world. Don't forget to leave your national flag in the Facebook comments page wherever you are. If you want to shout out, Nitin and myself will give it to you. I'm being told, having teased you about the prospect of crossing live imminently, there is a connection issue. Now, that's a surprise because we thought the connection issues might come on the Thai side, but there seems to be an issue with Brunei.
On pro clubs, you can get connection issues at any time. I have had occasions where me and my team have searched for games for over an hour and we couldn't connect to any of them. So hopefully we don't have that situation today. But the pro club servers are bad and EA, please do something about them in FIFA 2021. We'd be very grateful.
While we're waiting, Victor, do me a favour. Let's throw up for the folks the games that are coming up tomorrow night and Sunday night. We've got you covered all weekend here on One Play Sports. Saturday, really looking forward to seeing the Shapeshifters. Remember how shady they were, not deliberately changing their name to avoid a seeding. It gave them a tough game, but they managed to get through okay against X-Force and the Thai gang. Very impressive indeed against Y-Right Esports.
Yep, 2 teams with good pedigree again. The Shapeshifters, in my opinion, are slightly better. But anything's possible. You know, we could face, again, some lag issues and that could give the Thais an advantage or a disadvantage. We'll find out on Saturday.
That's Saturday, and then 24 hours after that, Sunday is the biggest game, I think, of the One Play Sports Nations Cup so far. Notwithstanding, we could get Singapore, Malaysia in the semis or the final, because Malaysia up against Vietnam, it was always going to be tricky, the group that Vietnam landed in, having come in here unseeded. They take on Malaysia. That's 11 p.m. with a second game expected around about 11:30. On what you've seen from those 2 teams so far, what are you expecting? Because Vietnam really impressed against Brunei the first game and somehow threw it away in the second. And Malaysia, similar situation, but the other way around. They were pretty poor against Thailand at the Rajaman Gala, but big time got it right at the Bukit Jalil.
Yep, Vietnam, a team that got an away victory, and Malaysia, a team that got a home victory. So 2 teams with lots to prove, and hopefully they can make Group A a little bit more exciting. I hope no one gets 6 points and the group goes into the final round of games.
Okay, I'm going to play a game. We've got a viewer here. Joshua
Right.
Lewis is his name, and he's put the flag of the country he's watching in, and I'm going to try and make you guess it by giving you some clues.
Okay.
Okay, Land of Our Fathers.
Land of our fathers.
Yeah, that's the first clue.
My father is from Malaysia.
No, not your father.
our fathers.
It's like an expression. Land of Our Fathers.
Land of
Bread
our...
of Heaven.
Bro, you've lost me.
Dragon.
Dragon?
Yeah.
Wales?
Correct!
Hey!
Got there in the end. Great to see you with us, Josh.
Land of our
from
fathers.
Wales. Yeah, I think that's something they say out there, isn't it?
No idea.
Bread of heaven, bread of heaven.
What is bread of heaven?
It's the song. Bread of heaven, bread of heaven. Feed us now and evermore. Feed us now and ever.
That's a Premier League chant, right?
Yeah, well, they kind of. It's not
No, not
it's a Welsh
singing
thing that the
anymore.
Premier League. No, it's not the same as
You're
we're
not singing anymore. It's the same tune. You just
No,
sang
it's
it that
not.
way.
No, it's
Guys,
not.
please let him know. Please, thanks.
You can't disrespect a national song.
I'm
with
not
with a chant.
disrespecting it.
You Tottenham fans are all the same, aren't you? Absolutely no class.
Your cousin used to manage Tottenham, don't forget.
Yeah, I know, but as soon as they sacked him, Tottenham had no class. That's what it comes down to. Nur Afi Omar says anything can happen. He's looking forward to this game against Brunei. How are we looking, Yusuf? How long till we can go pitchside again? Not yet. Again, why this seems to be happening, particularly in the international games. Is there an element? Come on, be honest, because you've been in these high-pressure
Sure,
situations.
yeah.
Particularly when you're Brunei and you're trying to regroup, you're trying to get the players in to replace the bots. Could they be being a little bit naughty, delaying this game, just to have a team chat, get on the WhatsApp group chats and try and work out what to do in this second game? It appears to me to be too much of a coincidence that lots of these international games, there's a delay between the two matches.
I would do the same if I was the manager. If I felt my team wasn't ready and I needed to give them a bit more instructions, I'd say, oh, I'm having connection issues,
Yeah.
give me 5 minutes.
And conversely, I'm hearing from Yusuf, our tournament director, does great work with Virtual Pro Gaming. Shout out to all our VPG friends. He's saying that it's Thailand apparently that are having trouble with connection issues. Now, could that work to Brunei's favour if they get players dropping off and if they're dealing with the lag in the second game?
Of course, I think the home team will have a bit of a lag advantage, so Brunei will have to make full use of that advantage, just like how the Thais did in that first game. Any comments, interesting comments, Patrick?
No, I'm just checking out these Facebook comments sections about the disconnections and the conspiracy theories running
What are
wild.
they saying? What are they saying?
No, just saying, that, I think the general consensus is a mixed bag, isn't it? I mean, I think if you're Brunei now, if Brunei are all connected, ready to play, and they've got a full complement of 11 and aren't relying on any bots, because two of their good chances, by the way, fell to bots. I know you said the bot didn't do anything wrong, but at this level, if you're going to create an opportunity, and they are harder to come by at this level than club level, you really want to be putting your faith in the hands of a real person behind a controller rather than the computer-generated bot.
Of course, that's a no-brainer. But in my opinion, this Brunei team, what went wrong for them in that first game, despite the bots, is again that early goal, and that really took that whole game plan, and they could throw it out the window after that because that goal changed everything.
Ishar Rosamain goes, let's go Brunei.
Let's go,
believe.
Brunei.
He says, I believe. Do you believe?
I believe too, especially after we saw them come back against Vietnam. So I believe they've got it in them, and I hope they prove us right.
Ooh, there's a change of colour behind me. Does that mean we're going to Scooby-Doo ending to the Hossanal Bolkiah Stadium? For the second game, it's Brunei against Thailand, and those pictures show you we are just seconds away from the action. Can the Bruneians pull off a huge upset and turn around after a 4-0 thumping at the Rajamangala just 20 minutes ago? We're about to find out live on One Play Sports. Let's go full screen pitch side. So it will be the same colours from the first game in the second. Brunei in the red, playing from left to right. Thailand in the blue, playing from right to left. Look out for that familiar blonde mane. He's like the Tiger King, isn't he? He's like a Lion King, Wu Yangping, with that blonde mane. His locks flowing down past his shoulders.
Yeah, all that's missing is
Carol Baskin.
Carol
You
Baskin.
like Carol Baskin,
and
don't
that
you?
moustache. No, I don't. I think she's a horrible person, if I'm
Really?
honest.
Why?
Yes. No, the wild cat industry in America needs to stop. Simple as that. And anyone who's supporting it needs to go.
If you're just watching, this isn't an animal rights show. Animal Liberation Front having their cause backed by Nitin Nambiar. We're concentrating on this One Play Sports C Nations Cup clash between Brunei and Thailand. And Brunei trying to establish themselves on the game early. They've already survived longer now than they did in the first game when they conceded after 3 minutes and Wu Yangping was in effect. But the Thais don't, to me, look like they're having any lags. And I don't see any bots out there either, Nitin, which is good news if you're a Thailand fan.
Yeah, the game looks pretty smooth at this point. But we'll see as the game goes on. And the Thais have started the strongest so far.
Yeah, but crucially, the score stays at 0-0. Can Fifth help create the first chance? He was held up in play, wasn't he, Rid, as he tried to get through on the end of that. Here's Nachanon. Keep an eye out for the players that I mentioned earlier who've come in to the Brunei team.
El Mimo definitely made a big difference. Oh, good cross. Good
Gathered
save.
well. Oh, computer seemed to lose track of where the ball was now. Actually, let's look out for El Mimo because he was given as the player coming on. El Mimo, Quish and Odie. Let's see if we can identify El Mimo. He played in that number 10 roaming role, didn't he, in the second game?
Yep, he's a very small and agile player, lots of pace, lots of dribbling ability, and we saw him cause a lot of problems for Vietnam that day. Hopefully he can do the same today.
At the moment, it's Thailand trying to cause some problems for Brunei. Out it goes, and it will be the first corner of this second matchup of the night, and it will be Thailand that get it. Out swinging corner, headed in by Noon. And Wow Yang Ping off the line. Was that Feith that got it off the line?
I don't think it
No,
was
who was
Feith.
that? I think it may be Fuzzy Brew.
Yeah, maybe Fuzzy Brew, but Wu Yang Ping again showing out.
Oh, Wu Yang Ping!
He's
Keeper
off,
went
he's off,
down,
he's
he's
off,
offside.
He's off.
When it pauses like that, Brunei hearts in their mouths thinking it might be a penalty, but he's offside.
Yeah,
And Zikos can get it away.
Yeah, I thought that could have been a penalty as well, but Wu Yang Ping was offside, and that's not a question to be asked.
De Warnes. Inside it goes to log in 2KH. Here's Odie, one of the new additions. Here's Rude.
Rude's
This
a player.
is better from Brunei.
Rude's a player I really like. I think he's got a good ability, and he's a creative individual.
I don't remember seeing Ajon in the first game either. This is a stronger Brunei side. Kush, one of the additions. Here's Kush. It's taken off his toes, and Bank Tap can get it away. Square ball, logging 2KH with pressure. I think without the pressure of management, logging 2KTH has been much stronger tonight as well.
Yeah, he's looking a lot more calm. He's looking like he knows what he's doing. So I think he's been given good instructions from his 15-year-old manager, Apollo, right?
Yeah, 15-year-old manager for Thailand tonight, Apollo. Shout out to Apollo. Here's the danger man, Wu Yang Ping. Finds Nachanon. Good defending. Rude helps Brunei get it away. Not far though. Lovely work from De Warnes. Still De Warnes. What resilience he showed there. Option on the right. And he finds him. Kung Fluke. Great tackle from Amaral.
The Bruneians got lots of players into the box there. And it's good to see them defending in numbers. It's going to be hard for the Thais here.
Yeah, confirmed Fuzzy Brew is not in the lineup for this second game. I understand, so it wasn't Fuzzy Brew. Must be someone else beginning with NF that cleared that header. Here's Odie. Here's Odie again into the area. Nice from Brunei. There's El Mimo. Is he going to be the danger man? Can he be the thorn in Thailand's side like he was the thorn in Vietnam's? Here's Fifth. Better from Brunei. Can they finish? No. Nook Ho Ho. Good defensive work. Nachanon brings it away.
Yeah, but good to see the Bruneians committing players into the box. Nice, a few nice late runs there, and they almost caught the Thais out.
Raymond is with us with the Brunei flag flying. Don't forget to post the flag on the Facebook comment section of the country in which you are watching. Here's Nook Ho Ho. Taudori. Login 2KTH. Nook Ho Ho. Nachanon. Both sides looking really sharp. This is a high quality second matchup. I think Brunei maybe went in with a bit of a defeatist attitude in that first game, Nitin, especially after they conceded that early goal. They're holding their own here much better.
Yeah, we've got to question the decision to play 4 bots. They're looking so much stronger now with 11 players, and that first game could have been a lot different if they had done the same.
Wilman Riskan says the comeback is on, but De Warnes plays it to Kong Fluke. Kong Fluke twisting and turning, log in. Gives it straight to Ajon who can bring it away. And now Brunei could be in business. Can they find Feith?
Oh, someone's disconnected.
Oh, they've got a disconnection. That's a nightmare for Brunei. They're playing now with 1 bot already in this second game. Here's Kush.
Hey, he's back.
How did that happen? No,
Magic.
there's still a bot out there. I think, and it might be Feith as well, is it? Headed away. I hope they've still got Feith out there. That would be a massive blow if it's Feith that's dropped off. And here comes Nachanon. Brunei, Feith confirmed as the drop-off. It's a disaster for Brunei, and the disaster could be about to get worse. Wow Yang Ping finds Taudori, tries to find Wu Yang Ping, and Feith dropping off Brunei. How much of a blow is that for Brunei that Feith is gone, their 2-goal hero from the win against Vietnam?
It's a big loss, but they've got El Mimio, they've got Kush. These players have shown that they can make the difference, and it's a really good chance for someone else to step up and be a hero for their country today.
El Mimo with the throw. Gets it to Kush. Oh, lovely play from RZSK. Noon, cross-field pass. What a pass that is to find Nachanon and Akers. Nachanon plays it to Taudori. This is lovely build-up play, but Odie, one of the additions for this second game for Brunei, picks it up. Both teams at the moment involved in a high-intensity battle in the middle of the park.
Yeah, but it was interesting to see just now when Brunei were on the counter, the Thais like to bomb their left and right back forward, which left them outnumbered at the back there. So it's something the Bruneians can look to exploit here in the second half.
Ajon. Down this right-hand side they come. Is the flag going to stay down? It is. Lovely work from Kush. Kush has got support. Here's Rao. Still Rao, but log in 2KTH. Might be a chance. El Mimo!
Oh, no.
Right into Noon. El Mimo with a header! Oh, Feith! And Feith, as a bot, has scored! Well, it doesn't matter whether he's there in person or not. Brunei do to Thailand what Thailand did to them. They've scored right at half-time, and Thief as a bot has given them a lead that surely they can hang on to half-time, can they? Apache gets it away. They're begging for the half-time whistle now, the Bruneians, and they will get it. Well, talk about pushing over the apple cart. Brunei, a different proposition from the start of the match. They've coped with Thief disappearing and take the lead knitted. And now Thailand, for the second match night in a row, have got to try and salvage something when they're 1-0 down.
Yeah, they are the comeback kings under Brunei. They always find a way to figure out their opponents after the first game, as they've shown here today. A great goal by Fif, who's a bot at the moment, but what I love about that goal was the perseverance. So they wanted to get the shot off, and they finally managed to do it.
And of course, El Mimo, as you quite rightly flagged him when he joined us in the second game, was all over involved in the build-up of that play.
Yep, he's been terrific for the Bruneians so far, always positive in his play, and it's helped Brunei take the lead here.
Afif, by the way, has given us a shout out in the comments box. He says his cable's disconnected. If the cable's disconnected, that's criminal.
You know, it happens sometimes, but Afif, you got to sort that out, bro. Get a new cable, make sure it sticks into your PS4 well.
Afif, you're so good. I'd employ someone whose job it is to make sure the cable is in the socket all the way through. Here's Luke Hoho, second half here at the Hassanal Bolkaya. Are Brunei about to pick up another big 3 points? And of course, that would mean that both teams will be top of the table if it stays like this at the end of the night. But they've got a lot of work to do to secure it, because Thailand look far more dangerous here than they did against Malaysia in their last away fixture. But they haven't managed to score yet, having said that. Nuke Ho-Ho. The second goal is definitely needed by Brunei here, you fancy it. In this game, it's got one more goal in it at least, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, I think it might come from the Bruneians, because the Thais are going to commit players forward, and they're going to be left wanting at the back. So it's up to Brunei to exploit those spaces and hopefully get a second.
Remember, the last time Brunei played here, they lost 2-0 to Vietnam before going on to beat Vietnam 2-1 in the return fixture. As Odi and El Mimo, what a difference they're making, Nitin.
Yeah, Ajon as well. I think the Bruneians should always go with 11 players, in my opinion, and I hope they do that again in the next match week.
De Warnes, that's a lovely ball. They found space on the left. Nachinon's lost his marker. Nachinon's going to look for Wu Yang Ping. Apache under pressure from Wu Yang Ping, just belts it anywhere.
Yep, Fuzzy Brew is, I think, so happy to have Apache back next to him, and they've been solid so far in this first 55 minutes of the game.
Bit of an innocuous free kick given there, and it's a chance for Thailand to launch into the area. We've seen how dangerous Wu Yang Ping can be in the air. Wu Yang Ping unable to get to it. Good defending from Wan, as Login 2KTH has a touch but only finds Odi. And Brunei try to build from inside their own half, knitted.
Yeah, the Thais really need to buck up. I think they've got second game syndrome. Again, we're seeing the Thais drop off in terms of intensity in their second games, and it's not looking very good for them if they continue like this.
And if it does stay like this, what it means for Sunday's game when Malaysia play Vietnam is neither team there can't afford to lose both matches. Could be the end of them. Here's De Warnes, good tackle. The Bruneians have been sharper in defence in this second game as well, and that's no coincidence, bearing in mind there's not 3 bots at the back.
Yep, again, Apache and Fuzzy Brew look really comfortable at the back, and I hope the Bruneians can get a second on the counter, because as I said before, I want the group to go down to the final match week. And,
De Warnes has found Wu Yang Ping. What a sliding tackle that was, by the way. Apache gets it away. What a sliding tackle. You had to be spot on with the timing there.
Oh, he's on. Is he? He's on, yeah.
Onside,
yeah, perfect tackle there by Finn, and the Bruneians again have done fantastically defensively. The Thais are struggling in the second game to even get possession, which is a real surprise.
Here's El Mimo. Odi and El Mimo are the difference makers in this second game for me. And look at that pass. They found another man in space. It's Kush to the bot, who's playing as Thief, as Noon gets it away for Thailand. They're committing too many numbers forward for me here, Brunei Knit, and they've got to be careful. Marthan going for the second goal, but you can't invite this man Nachinon forward as he tries to find Wu Yang Ping. But Apache's been immense in this second game.
Yep, Apache has been the man of the match for me.
Already, we've played 22 minutes of this second half. We're past the halfway mark, and the Bruneians still lead. But for how long? He's onside. Nichidon. Oh, that was wasted. He was caught in 2 minds there, I fancy, Nitin, and Zikos managed to gather.
Yeah, Zikos with a comfortable gather. A rather disappointing cross from the Thais, who have been very off colour here in this second game.
Here's Bankmet to Tauduri. Thailand now. Now Brunei have got lots of numbers back. Tauduri, they've just got to hold out for around 19.5 virtual minutes here. That equates to about what? just under 2.5 minutes real time.
Yep, I think we've got another dropout for Brunei.
Yeah,
on the left
such
here.
a shame for them if that ends
But
up
it's okay,
costing
they're
them.
holding on, and I hope they manage to. It's another about 17 minutes of in-game time here.
When Wu Yangping is on the field, anything can happen. Great
save.
shot. Wonderful save from
Oh,
Zikos.
they've got it.
For the second phase as Kongfluke scores again. Wonderful initial save from Zikos, but Kongfluke on the follow-up, and Brunei's hearts are broken. It's now 1-1.
I talked about perseverance for the Brunei goal, but the Thais have done the same there. Kongfluke got his first shot initially blocked, and he really wanted the rebound, wanted it more than the defenders, and he's finished it off fantastically. It's an undeserved equalizer for the Thais, I have to say, but with 15 minutes left, we'll see if someone can get the winner.
15 virtual minutes again. That equates to around about 2 minutes now of real time. And of course, it's imperative now, as much as they should go for the winner, they have to take something out of the night, even if it's only 1 point, as that effort is straight into the hands harmlessly to Lucky Boy.
Yeah, but I think, even if they try to throw the kitchen sink at the... Oh, what's happening here?
Oh, El Mimo!
Oh, penalty! What?
Well, what on earth's happened there? And
Oh!
it's saved by Lucky Boy!
Oh my God, what
Well, that
happened there?
game jumped wildly. There was a penalty we didn't see. Maybe we'll get it in the highlights. And El Mimo. Well,
Whoa.
goodness gracious me. I think Thailand might have lost their way with that issue that we suffered with as well. How much are Brunei going to rue that missed penalty? And they'll have to make do with a throw. But that was an extraordinary couple of virtual minutes, knitted.
Yeah, no idea how they got the penalty, but again, I think they'll be very disappointed that it fell to a bot, and it's such a shame for the Brunei side because, I feel a player would have scored.
Jack Clemshaw says, let's go. Good on you, Jack. Where are you watching from, Jack? Post your national flag in the comments section. Choji says, the Brunei's defence is much better in this game. And it was, in truth. They'd held them out, but that goal was an absolute killer. Can they get the winner, Nitin? Yes or no?
I don't think so. I think that penalty miss may have just knocked the winner of their sails, and unfortunately for them,
All
it
the
might
cells
cost
out
them
there
3
wins.
points.
All the cells out there win.
Either way, it's fine.
Nun gets it away. Well, I hope we... Of course, the trouble is, if this game finishes a draw, we won't get the highlights. And I don't think we probably see the penalty decision anyway, as Kongfluke can't get there and Wan Boy gets it away. Can they create one more chance, Brunei?
I hope so, but I don't
happened here?
think they
free kick.
will. Sekali another penalty, yeah.
Let's not say that. Jack Clemshaw's in Australia. Say good day to our
Hey.
friends in Australia.
Good day, my mate.
That's a terrible impression of Australia.
I haven't been to Australia.
That's no excuse. There's a lot of it on television. Watch some Neighbours. Here's A. John. Great to have you with us, Jack Clemshaw. We've got people watching from Wales, from Australia, from Brunei and Thailand, obviously, all over Singapore, all over the world. And great to have Jack with us, one of many joining the One Play esports community.
Yeah, definitely. And but I still can't get over how the penalty was taken by a bot there.
I know,
They'll
it
be
was
so
incredible.
disappointed. They'll be, it was a
Is
real
that-
chance
but
to get
that-
3
but is
points.
that- if they nominate FIFA as the penalty taker, do they not know how to change it, or have you got to stick with FIFA
I
as the
think you've
penalty
got to
taker?
stick with him.
Oh, that's terribly disappointing. Kongfluke, this would be the icing on the cake if they throw it away now, but doing well is Zikos. By the way, must just give a mention, there's now a One Play esports Facebook page. Our new head of esports, Jassel, getting that underway, so make sure if you get a chance to search out the One Play Sports esports page and join the community being built up there. There's some exciting news potentially on the way about esports being expanded on One Play Sports as the whistle goes for full time, and disappointment for Brunei. There's no question they will be the more disappointed of the two teams.
I'm feeling disappointed for them, so you can only imagine how the players are feeling at this point.
Well, everything went wrong for them in that second half, didn't it? They lost Fief to a disconnection, they missed a penalty, and most importantly of all, they conceded that goal scored quite brilliantly by Kongfluke. Adam Williams, he's in Australia too. Do another impression of good day for Adam Williams, our good friend there in Oz.
I'm going to do a Steve Irwin
Go on.
impression. That's a beautiful creature there, mate.
He's saying you're a beautiful creature, Steve. Adam's great to have you with us, Adam. Adam Williams there, watching in Australia. They're the stats coming up on screen. Well, pretty evenly matched, and maybe the stats reflect the score, but there's no question, Nitin, you believe that Brunei will be the more disappointed of the two teams.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a real shame again. I can't get over the fact that the penalty was taken, but in such a crucial moment where 3 points is on the line, I can't believe the penalty was taken by a bot. It's a real shame for the Brunei team and the Brunei country as a whole, but It is what it is.
Saeed says the captain can change the penalty taker from the main menu, but there's no way he's going to do that during the match.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's the whole point.
That penalty, if only it wasn't a bot, says Shirakami. That's exactly Nitin's point. And Choji says it wasn't a bad game at all, and it certainly wasn't. Jeremy Neo's with us in Singapore. Great to have you watching from all over the world on this One Play Sports 6 C Nations Cup coverage. A reminder, now you're here, LSFC. Like, share, follow, comment. Nitin and myself go through all the comments during the broadcast and give you as many shout-outs as we can muster. You can email us as well. studio@oneplaysports.com is the email address. LSFC, like, share, follow, comment. And if you get a chance later, search out the One Play esports page. One Play Sports esports. I'm hearing there could be some exciting news if you're an esport gamer coming up very soon.
Yeah, definitely. They're looking at a few games at the moment. I know names like Mobile Legends, Dota, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, PUBG are all being in the frame for our next competitions. But do check out the One Play Sports esports page. Our games will be live there as well, so you won't be missing a beat.
Yeah, and don't forget as well that your country needs you. You can have your chance to sing your country's national anthem live on our One Play Sports C Nations Cup show. If you're Singaporean, Malaysian, Indonesian, Thai, Myanmarese, Vietnamese, Bruneian, or a Filipino, get your phone up, in landscape, film yourself singing the national anthem, preferably with the music blaring out of YouTube in the background. Email it to us at studio@oneplaysports.com or WhatsApp your video to +65 9721 7756. Right, goodness gracious me, it's almost past midnight because of that delayed start in the second game. Let's check out what those results have done to the Group A table. Remember, Malaysia and Vietnam meet here on Sunday night. Thailand topped the shop with now 7 points in their 2 games and the goal difference of +4. Brunei, how might that come back to haunt them in the latter stages? The goal difference of -5, but the point they secured in the second game takes them up to second. But one thing's for sure, they won't be second after Sunday, after Vietnam and Malaysia face off. And speaking of what's coming up this weekend on One Play Sports, don't forget our Sports SG programming on Monday to Friday. But at the weekends, they load is down on Nitin and myself's shoulders. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, the One Play Pro Club Challenge continues. The shady shapeshifters of Singapore up against the terrible Thai gangs of Thailand. That's 11 p.m. Singapore time, GMT +8. And then on Sunday, looking forward to this one and how, Malaysia and Vietnam. We start at the Bukit Jalil at 11 p.m. Singapore time. That's GMT +8 before around about estimated 11:30. It's Vietnam against Malaysia. Who are you picking for that one, Nitin?
Wow, you like to put me on the spot, huh?
That's my job. You're here as a pundit to give your opinion. So don't
I
get
know, but I also
surprised.
make my predictions on the match day, so you're
Well,
kind of like...
I'll allow you to change it on Sunday. That's my
Okay,
prediction
I'll go
now.
with 3-3 then. Malaysia to win 1, Vietnam to win 1.
The
It's
main
gonna be
man
close.
said it. The godfather of gaming. The man that
I've
put the
said
E
it.
into esports. He says we're going to get a 3-3 thriller. So you know what that means. You better be with us on Sunday for the C Nations Cup and tomorrow night for the shapeshifters against Thai Gang. Wherever you are in the world during this ongoing COVID-19 crisis, stay safe. But remember, every night of the week bar Monday, get on Facebook, join us here on One Play Sports, and whatever else we do will make you smile. Have a good weekend, everyone. See you tomorrow night.
Bye, guys.